Hi, my name is Jay Blas Jacob Cabrera. I'm actually a Bernie candidate running for office in California in the 24th Assembly District for the State House. And I am here to get us all excited and moving things forward to really change things in the world. It is very, very possible that this time can be an amazing time for the people to really get our government back, bring it back to the people, and make Bernie Sanders the next president of the United States. And this can happen. So I was heavily involved in the Occupy movement back in the day, and I did a lot of grassroots organizing both locally and nationally. And so I'm dedicated to getting Bernie Sanders elected and getting big money out of elections, big money out of politics, and giving the country back to the people. And together we can make this happen. We can do it right now, and I'm going to explain how this is going to work here in this video as best as I possibly can in the short time that I have. So Bernie has called for a new political revolution across this country, and it's connected to even bigger, people's movement globally. And he has said time and time again that he can't do it alone. And what that means to me is that he needs a whole new political system and political organization in place in this country that is based on real, normal, everyday people running for office on behalf of the people in this election as well as in future elections. So what we need to do is we need to elect a new Congress. We need a new legislatures at all the state levels. We need new local candidates who are aligned with Bernie's vision and who are the people's candidates. Because this government needs to be our government, right? A government by the people, for the people, with the people, of the people, and to the people, right? So we can do that and we can build it now, and we're doing it. So the network that we're creating, the whole Bernie Candidates Network, is a national network, and we need to build the resources to really get the staff going. We're going to have to start with volunteers, but eventually we should be able to build a whole big organization across the entire country. And one, to help elect Bernie Sanders, of course, but also to support his work and build this movement forward. This is not like a small hobby. This is not just like phone banking or just random chatting with your neighbors. This is literally building a national network and an organization that is equivalent to the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, or equivalent to the Republican National Committee, except it's a national committee, an organization to support all candidates across the entire country who are aligned with the people's vision, who are aligned with the people to support our new political revolution to get our country back from the corporations and the big money and give it back to the people. So this is the time to do it. We need to do it with people's candidates at every single level, and we're going to need volunteers to help them and help all these candidates both nationally and collaborating nationally, as well as running for office at the local levels and contributing and conducting interviews to verify and update our lists and make sure we're getting all the candidates that are out there. And there are a lot that we need to oversee. So let's basically go over how to do it. So if you're ready, if you're like full force for now and into the future, because this is not a small thing. It takes time to build the resources to build this new political revolution for this election and future elections, because we have to keep going and keep pushing, because even if we did get the entire government back for the people, we would need to keep it that way. So the first step is the list. I have been working for literally like weeks on this, and it is a lot of work. So if you go to Bernie candidates.network.srl, which I'll show later, we have this candidate list. These are all the Bernie candidates who are running across the country right now. There's probably about 70 that we have listed here, but we know there's many, many more, and we need a lot of help updating the list and getting it all going. In addition to the main Bernie candidates, there's also the incumbent Bernie candidates. These would be people who are already in office, but we want to keep them there because they're in line with Bernie's vision. But for now, the Bernie candidates is already a lot of work to do. So that's what I focused on. I literally spent like a week on this and went through every single candidate's website or name and got their website link. So you can see all of their websites here and you can visit them all. And more importantly, you can donate. So you can just go through this entire list and donate to every single Bernie candidate across the country and help them get elected, which is extremely important for people who are able to do that. Additionally, for people who can't make donation or want to just get involved, you can volunteer for all the different candidates directly. And also, which is very, very fun, we have all of their Facebook links and Twitter links. So like I literally went through every single candidate and liked their Facebook page, and I also went through every single candidate and I liked their or followed them on Twitter. So obviously we have Bernie as the first one, but you have all the different candidates here. So each one of them has their Twitter page. I of course have already followed all of them. So it takes 5 or 10 minutes, it is a little bit of time, maybe 15 minutes, but to click on every single Twitter one and follow every single Bernie candidate across the country, like all of their Facebook pages. If everybody did this, we got, thousands and thousands of people connected to all of the Bernie candidates right now. It would be amazing and not even that hard to do. So please go through, connect yourself to all the Facebooks and Twitter of all the candidates. And then, if you want to volunteer and donate, that would be awesome. So that's this list. All of it's there. It's also in the video description, the link to this list, as well as on Facebook and our website. In addition to that, we have all the other contact information for all the candidates on the list. In addition, we have the About page, and you can see, what we're doing and how we're working. You're welcome to donate. We definitely need resources to build this. We have a bunch of likes, for Facebook, but we need contributions as well. So this would be our rally page for contributions for people who are interested. And it's rally.org/Bernie candidates. So that's one thing you can do. You can like our Facebook page. And then this is the video we're making right now. And you can also help with our conference calls and volunteer. We have our volunteer link as well. And of course, supporting all the candidates. So that's pretty much the basics for how to get involved in what we're doing. I'll very, very quickly run down like the bigger picture, and then we're going to go into volunteering for people who really want to volunteer and help us with this massive project of coordinating and verifying thousands of candidates. So nationally. So first of all, there's no way we could do it alone. We're working with a coalition of organizations from Bernie candidates, Bernie thinkers, Sanders Democrats, Grassroots, Select, Progressive, Project Progressive. So there's a whole bunch of organizations who are working to verify candidates to make sure they're in alignment with the people's vision. So we're collaborating with these different groups, and you can like their Facebook pages and click with them as well. And for people who want to volunteer and become future candidates, and you don't want to be in this particular one, because we need more people running for office on the people's platform, right, to bring the government back to the people, because right now there's so many candidates who are literally just business suits and have secret money backing them, and we need normal everyday candidates instead. Even if you want to run as a write-in candidate, it'd be great. Right, so we have future candidates. If you don't want to run right away, we can have the future candidates list, and the all candidates list is literally the entire list of every single candidate who's running in office. And so we'll get into in more details on that in a second. So the main thing here is editing this list. So there's a link to edit. I believe it's if you go back to the About Us, you can go to the edit button. Which would be right here. So just supporting the list, and you can find the edit button. To edit is very simple. Like let's say you just wanted to add a random candidate, you would come over here, or you wanted to add yourself as a future candidate, you just go in here, write your state, boom, you add yourself, you're done. Okay, if you want to get involved in adding other candidates, so the process is pretty simple. And I'll explain it right now, but this particular one with all the candidates, you can literally write any candidate you want for any office so that we can at least just start tracking all the candidates. So the way it works is pretty simple. You would just go to like the Secretary of State of your state or to the county government of your state. So this is my local county. And you would go to usually candidates, right? So there'd be candidate information. And every one of them is required to publish the list of candidates. So anyone who registers publicly has to put their name there. Let me zoom a little bit here so you can actually see it. And what you'll see here is you have president, because the president's elected, but you have people running for U.S. Senate. So these would all be all the people running for U.S. Senate. So Gail K. Lightfoot. So you find their name here. When you find their name, you just look it up on Google, Gail K. Lightfoot, Google it, for Senate, this would be California, or, 17th Congressional District, Ro Kanana, right? You just write that in Google, you look it up, and then once you find their website, you put it, you come back to the thing here, and you would just add it in. So you'd say like, okay, well, this is the person's name, this is what office they're running for, their district, and then you can start noting like what type of candidate are, if they're a Democrat or Republican or whatever, and that would go into additional candidate information. There's plenty of space. This doesn't have to be perfect. We'll always improve the list when we publish it. So, and this doesn't, so it's perfect for anyone to edit this list as needed, and we save all the different renditions. So I think that's pretty much it as far as volunteering and helping build the candidate list. There are literally thousands of candidates who are running for election across the country, and we are going to make sure that they are all called and verified to find out what they're doing. So in closing, the time is now to take a stand. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. It's very exciting. I hope everyone gets involved and jumps on this and return the government to the people. And we need people at every single level of our governments to make it happen. All the money that we do raise, if you do support us, will go to supporting the entire countrywide movement and making sure that anyone can participate in our network and get involved in regularly scheduled conference calls where we'll be creating our budgets and voting on them, and create a very, very participatory and open process that is transparent and collaborative for the people, as opposed to the way the Democratic National Committee or other committees work, where they're just all closed and very, very secretive. So please get involved. berniecandidates.network.srl. Our meetings are based on bottom-up grassroots organizing, and we will be striving to reach agreement as best as we can through majority and consensus. So let me make sure you guys see this website, because this is the easiest one to find here, I think. If I bring it, there we go. So http berniecandidates.network.srl. So that's one of the websites, and obviously you can just look us up, Bernie Candidates, on Facebook. You'll find us there too. So thank you for listening. Thank you for helping. Go to the list of all the Bernie candidates, like all their Facebook pages, like all of their Twitter feeds, volunteer, donate to them, check out their web pages, support them, send them emails of support. These people are awesome and amazing. Thank you so much. All right, take care.